Welcome to the Western Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/WACAC. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from the University of British Columbia. Take it away.
Hi there. My name is Rachel Toyen, and I am the manager for international recruitment at UBC. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge that UBC's Vancouver Point Grey campus is situated on the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of the Musqueam people, and UBC's Okanagan campus is situated in the territory of the Syilx Okanagan Nation and their peoples. I would also like to acknowledge that you are joining us today from many places, near and far, and acknowledge the traditional owners and caretakers of those lands. So today I want to talk to you about UBC in terms of its academic excellence, its campuses, and student involvement so that you can start to determine if UBC is the right place for you. The University of British Columbia is a public research university with 2 campuses in British Columbia. We have over 260 different undergraduate majors to choose from and are consistently ranked among the top 40 research universities in the world. UBC has also been ranked as the most international university in North America, which means you'll be a part of this global community of over 18,000 international students that come from more than 160 different countries. You'll have the opportunity to share classrooms and your campus with students from all over the world and gain a truly global perspective. UBC has 2 campuses, the Vancouver Point Grey campus in the city of Vancouver and the Okanagan campus in the city of Kelowna. Now, these campuses are about 4 hours drive apart, so you apply to and take all of your classes on one campus or the other. But regardless of which campus you attend, you're going to graduate with the same UBC degree that is recognized worldwide. Our Vancouver campus is in the city of Vancouver, a city of about 2.5 million people. It's a vibrant, multicultural city located on the Pacific Ocean and surrounded by picturesque mountains. The campus is about 20 minutes west of the city center and home to approximately 45,000 undergraduate students. It's a self-contained campus community with state-of-the-art facilities, sports fields, museums, restaurants, theaters, and its location is truly breathtaking. If you prefer a mid-sized school, UBC's Okanagan campus in the city of Kelowna is one to consider. Kelowna's population is just under 200,000 people. It's one of the fastest growing cities in BC and is home to a thriving tech sector. The Okanagan campus is home to just under 10,000 undergraduate students, has small class sizes, unique campus city partnerships, and more than 1,000 research projects underway, which makes it easy for you to plug into this close-knit community. But a university is much more than its location, and UBC has so many opportunities for you to take advantage of. You'll be encouraged to expand your horizons, find your path, and at UBC, there's lots and lots of different ways to do this. Such as undergraduate research opportunities, study abroad programs, clubs, course unions, and innovative support programs. One highlight is our cooperative education program, which is an option for students in nearly all of our undergraduate programs. Co-op is the opportunity to take what you're learning in the classroom and research labs and apply that to the real world through full-time paid internships. Thousands of students participate in co-op placements every year with companies such as Adidas, Electronic Arts, Microsoft, Disney, and Lululemon, just to name a few. And in fact, 90% of students who graduate in the co-op program receive a job offer within just a few months of graduation. So in terms of the academics, UBC offers over 260 undergraduate majors. We have We offer degrees in fields such as the liberal arts, business, and STEM, but we also have unique and smaller programs in things like applied animal biology, kinesiology, forestry, music, all sorts of things. UBC admission is both competitive and comparative. It's based on a combination of your academic performance and your personal profile short essays. A few of our programs may require a portfolio or supplemental application. And UBC also wants to see that you've challenged yourself by taking a rigorous curriculum at your school, whether this means advanced, honors, AP, IB, or college level classes. So if you think that UBC is the right fit for you, you'll want to start looking into our program options, admission requirements, and costs, which can be found on our website, you.ubc.ca. Our application typically opens in early September and the deadline is January 15th. And you can access the application right from that you.ubc.ca website. So thank you for learning more about UBC. Make sure you bookmark our website, you.ubc.ca. That website has a lot of the information I covered today, as well as further details about requirements, tuition, scholarships, and much, much more. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from the University of Waterloo.
Great, thanks. Good afternoon. Just pulling up my slideshow for you. My name is Valerie, and I'm one of the International Recruitment Officers at the University of Waterloo. Thank you for being with us this afternoon, and I will tell you a little bit more about the university. So we were founded just over 60 years ago now, and it's quickly grown to become one of the top 150 universities worldwide. Waterloo is a comprehensive institution with over 34,000 undergraduate students and just over 6,000 graduate students. We are known as Canada's Innovation University because from the very beginning, Waterloo was really designed to be different. You see innovation in our commitment to developing really amazing, great ideas. We're also home to one of the largest student-free startup incubators in all of North America. We have a 100% student-owned IP policy. And you also see it in the unique way it embeds business courses into each one of our faculties and programs. You also see innovation in our cooperative education program, which is now the largest university co-op program of its kind in the world. We're located in the beautiful country of Canada, not too far from you, and our university degrees are recognized and respected worldwide. And we do have a really generous study and work permit system as well. So if you are considering doing your, you can definitely do that and beyond as well. We're located in the city of Waterloo, which is in the province of Ontario. So about an hour and a half drive south of the city of Toronto, or 2 hours west of Buffalo, New York. We're a mid-sized city of about 130,000 residents, but we are part of the greater Waterloo region, which is Kitchener and Cambridge, and that's about 500,000 residents. It's a very friendly, a student-friendly city because there is another university and college in the city as well. So there's lots of different university and college students. We're also a very diverse community as well, with lots of young professionals and lots of students, like I said. The region itself is often referred to as the Silicon Valley of the North because of our influence in innovation and entrepreneurship. There's also lots of industries from public service and, of course, information technology. We have one of Google's larger hardware headquarters sort of down the street from campus. And so lots of other international companies are also moving into the region as well, which is really fantastic for our students as well as the residents who live here. So what kind of student typically chooses to study at Waterloo? Well, our students are really a mix of smart, diverse, motivated, and practical individuals. Typically, most of our incoming students have graduated in the top 10, 15% of their high school class in terms of grades and admissions. And 1 in 5 of our incoming students is an international student. And last year they came from over 90 countries around the world. We offer over 100 different majors and programs, so there's lots to choose from, but we group these into 6 different faculties that you'll see on the screen in front of you. You might also be interested in business, and you don't see it specifically amongst the list, but it is there. We don't have a formal traditional business school, but you will find business courses and programs embedded into each one of these 6 faculties. So another really innovative way to study business. We have a School of Accounting and Finance. We have lots of A&N business programs, and then options and specializations in entrepreneurship. So in terms of admissions, applications are submitted on a central system called the Ontario Universities Application Center. And then your required documents are sent to us electronically. The deadline is typically February 1st. We do require a high school diploma with prerequisite courses at the grade or the senior AP level or honors level. It doesn't matter when you've taken those courses specifically, but we do need to see that level. Admissions averages will vary by the major. Reference letters are not required. And the only program at this point requiring the SAT is our engineering major. We do have an admissions information form as well that allows you to tell us more about yourself, very similar to a personal statement. And then we have students are automatically considered for scholarships. And we also participate in the FAFSA program and other loan programs as well. Details on how to apply can be found on our webpage, which is on the screen in front of you as well. There's lots of communities you can join on our campus as well. And we guarantee housing in your first year. And then cooperative education is really a big part of who we are. And we have over 20,000 students enrolled in the co-op program every single year, and over 7,200 employers hiring our students across the globe. So it really does integrate semesters of paid career-related work experience with academic semesters. Really your chance to discover what you love, and you get to try out different things while building your resume. And finally, if you're looking at some comparable universities in the United States, I would say that we are most similar to the University of Cincinnati, Drexel University, Georgia Tech, and Northeastern. So please connect with us on our social media platforms, and you're welcome to email me at any point if you do have any other questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Queen's University.
All right, thank you. My name is Nathan Martin, and I am an undergraduate admission coordinator here at Queen's University. I'm excited to be able to share with you today about all the opportunities available at Queen's University. First, I'd like to acknowledge that Queen's University is situated on the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe people. We are grateful to be able to live, learn, and play on these lands. We are in Canada. We are in the beautiful historic waterfront city of Kingston, Ontario. And that's just on the northeastern shore of Lake Ontario, right above upstate New York. By Canadian standards, Queen's is a mid-sized university with approximately 24,000 students in total. Of those 24,000 students, about 18,000 would be undergraduate students. Queen's holds a significant place in our country's history. In fact, Queen's was founded in 1841, so that's 26 years before Canadian Confederation, before we became our own country. So we have over 179 years of experience educating leaders, future leaders, and experts in their fields from around the world. And although we are a university with lots of fun traditions, what continues to make Queen's one of the best universities in Canada is its continued commitment to innovation, to research, to teaching, and also to student support. So we want you to know that at Queen's, yes, you will be challenged. In fact, it's a competitive institution to gain admission to for a lot of programs. But while you are being challenged, we want you to know that we will be there with an amazing array of services and supports. And if you embrace the challenge and take advantage of the various services that we offer you and make available to you, we're confident that you will succeed. So one prime example of a support tool that is available to you right now, if you want to take a look at it, are our major maps. If you go to Queen's University website, so www.queensu.ca, and you type in major maps into the search engine, you will be taken to our major maps. They are literally maps of every single program or major at Queen's. And they've been created by our Career Services Office. Each map has incredibly useful content, like a great description of the program or major, what courses to take in first year, how to get connected on campus, how to get real world experience, how to prepare for life after graduation, even a great list of careers that past grads have gone into. So that's there for you right now if you want to take a look at it. No matter what you choose to study at Queen's, you can make the degree as unique as you are. We have direct entry programs. We have general first year programs like the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, where you declare your major and moving into your second year. But no matter what you choose to study, again, you can make it your own, whether you're taking additional courses in astrophysics or Latin, commerce, or history. You'll get the also to have advantage of instructional styles from things like blended learning, integrated face-to-face with online learning. You'll also have the opportunity to engage with world-class professors, leading experts in their fields, and you'll also be able to do all of that in innovative teaching spaces like the one you're seeing on the screen right there, which is just our first-year science lab, and they get even cooler from there. There's something for everyone at Queen's, and the opportunities to get relevant experience go well beyond the classroom. Everything from the arts to athletics. We compete in the highest varsity athletics league that you can in our country, or perhaps you want to engage and get involved in a club that complements your interests. We have more clubs per capita than any institution around. There are also summer work experience opportunities, such as on-campus research, or maybe an entrepreneurial opportunity. And then there's also the internships, which are available to students in almost every faculty. If internship is not available in your faculty, it's because there's some other form of real world work experience that's built into your program. But with 12 to 16 months working in your field of specialization, you get the opportunity to gain real world experience, make a real difference where you're working, and also, of course, build your resume. And many of these internships are even paid, with the average salary being around $43,000 for the year. Of course, throughout your time at Queen's, we'll continue to encourage you to start thinking globally, because, well, we live in a global community and we engage in a global marketplace. So consider taking advantage of an exchange opportunity or study abroad opportunity with the numerous institutions that we partner with around the world. Or maybe you'd like to spend a semester at our castle in East Sussex, England, which serves as our international campus. See, Queen's attracts some of the best students, undergraduate students from across Canada and from around the world. And with a 94.6% retention rate, meaning the number of students who start and then move on to second and third year and beyond, we feel that this really testifies to the fact that we take our commitment to following and providing you with special services, we take it very seriously. And not only do our students make a successful adjustment to university life, they continue to significantly outperform the average when it comes to progressing through their studies and graduating on time. And with a 91% employment rate 6 months after graduation, and that's not including students who go on to grad studies, our graduates move into the marketplace as very sought after and employable professionals. So Queen's is a comprehensive university with program offerings ranging from the applied sciences to the social sciences, from humanities to the creative arts. So chances are we offer the program that you're looking for. And what you see on the screen, that would be just the basic coverings, lots of majors and minors within there. You can find our application on ouac.on.ca, also on the website. We are test optional. If you apply, just keep checking your email, because that's how we'll communicate with you. Of course, keep working hard, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from the University of Vermont.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jesus Ramirez, and from Canada, we're crossing the border over to Vermont. I work remotely. I'm based in California, so if you're from this area, I'll be your admissions counselor. The University of Vermont is a public research institution with about 10,000 undergraduate students. In terms of academics, we have a lot of different majors, anywhere from nursing to business to engineering to environmental studies, among others. Every single program is a direct entry program. So if you know what you want to study, you can go and start working on that program right away. Otherwise, there's a lot of different options. In addition to our 7 different colleges, we also have a hospital and a medical school right on campus, which provides a lot of opportunities for students interested in the health and natural sciences. UVM is the 5th oldest university after Harvard, Yale, Dartmouth, and Brown. But if you've been to our campus or visited our website, you'll notice a lot of our buildings are actually pretty new. A couple years ago, we opened our brand new residence hall right in Central Campus. Just recently, we opened our brand new STEM facility for students in the sciences, as well as all our student population. And we're in the process of building a multi-athletic facility for all our students. With being a medium-sized institution, our students really like the fact that UVM is still the perfect size, where they're able to find all the resources associated with a large public research institution at a more intimate level. Our average class is about 32 students, and the overall faculty to student ratio is 1 to 18. And our students also like the fact that at UVM, they're able to find urban and open spaces. We're located in the city of Burlington, which is the largest city in the state of Vermont. The capital, Mount Montpelier, is about a 30-minute drive, and Montreal, Canada, is just a 2-hour drive from campus. But we're surrounded by the beautiful Green Mountains of Vermont, and Lake Champlain is just down the street, which offers a lot of recreational activities throughout the year. As a Division I school, there's many exciting things happening at UVM, sports being one of them. We have 18 varsity sports for those students that want to play at a Division I level, but we also have a lot of club sports, intramurals, over 200 clubs and organizations, and a Greek system. But at the end of the day, what really excites our students is all the different academic opportunities available on campus. Every single student has an academic advisor, which will help them with their 4-year pathway to success. And we also have quite a few accelerator programs for students that are wanting to get their bachelor's and master's within 5 years. Over 70% of our students come from outside of Vermont, which builds a really strong sense of community. And with such a big out-of-state population, our students live in our different learning communities. Every single freshman lives in a learning community. So these learning communities match your interest inside or outside of the classroom with your living environment. And they include anywhere from arts and creativity to sustainability and wellness environment, among others. For those students that are getting ready for the application process, at UVM, we use the holistic approach. So we take into account all the different application materials. For fall 2022 and fall 2023, we are test optional, and you can use the common application or my coalition to apply. We have regular decision, early action for our students. At the point of admissions, every single student will be automatically considered for a merit scholarship. So these merit scholarships are based on your academics. The stronger the GPA, the stronger scholarship you'll get. And there's no additional application needed. Your admission application will also be your merit scholarship application. And we encourage all families to complete the FAFSA for any additional financial aid. To conclude my presentation, many times students from California ask me to describe a typical UVM student, which at times can be a little bit difficult, but there are some commonalities among our student population. The first is that our students are very engaged academically. They come to UVM because they want to conduct research as an undergraduate student. The second is that they love the outdoors, whether it be running, swimming, or hiking on the sunny months, or skiing and snowboarding on the winter months. Our students are very active and love all the outdoor activities. And lastly, our students are environmentally conscious, whether that's something they want to study or be exposed to. They want to use their academics to make a more sustainable world. So if any of these attributes resonate on what you're looking for a college, perhaps the University of Vermont might be a good option. Thanks.
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from Salve Regina University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Albanese with Salve Regina University in Rhode Island. At Salve, we say that you will learn, lead, and make a difference. And we're founded by the Catholic Sisters of Mercy. The Sisters of Mercy gave us so many things, but one of my favorite things is the mission statement. The very first line of our mission statement is as a community that welcomes people of all beliefs. So I think that really speaks to our inclusivity and our priority on inclusivity as a community. And some of our other priorities that we weave throughout our curriculum are earth, immigration, nonviolence, educating our students about racism and working to be an anti-racist campus, and promoting women. Salve has a little over 2,000 undergraduate students studying more than 50 undergraduate majors, as well as over 10 accelerated graduate programs. Some of our more popular programs include business, administration of justice, chemistry, biology, psychology, and then we have some more unique programs. We have a Bachelor of Arts in Dance, what I think is our most interesting program is Cultural and Historic Preservation. Students in that program learn how to essentially work in careers in history. So anything related to archaeology, art restoration, historic policy, planning and preservation management, anything related to history. And that's because Salve is located in one of the most historic parts of New England. So we're located in the Bellevue Avenue Historic District, sometimes called the Mansion District of Newport, Rhode Island. And we are set on 80 acres and 6 estates from the 1800s, mansions, barns, stables, carriage houses, and we've won a number of awards for the adaptive reuse of those spaces. And then in addition to those historic buildings, we have a number of modern state-of-the-art buildings for the sciences and the student centers and things like that. Salve is about an hour and a half from Boston Logan Airport, which has direct flights to all of the major cities on the West Coast. And we're about 40 minutes from our local regional airport. And you can usually do one layover from most of the Western US. We're on an island in Rhode Island. So we're on Aquidneck Island, but there's bridges. It's very easy to get on and off. So even though we're the second most densely populated state in the US, and there's 10 other colleges, and we're an hour and a half from a major city and 40 minutes from our capital, you are still kind of in your own little New England town. And we date back to the 1600s, the town that is, and there's historic streets and buildings and all of these wharfs. And so it's just a really incredible place to go to college. And the university is very connected to the community around us. But on campus, there are so many things to do. We have 20 Division III varsity sports. We're well known for sailing. We have many club sports like rugby. They've been national champions a few times in the past 10 years. We have over 70 student-led organizations. That's a photo of our multicultural student organization there at the top right. We bring in speakers from all over the world through our Pell Center for International Relations and Public Policy, which is a think tank that was founded by an act of Congress in the early 90s. And we always have events going on. We're definitely not a suitcase school. Over 85% of our students are not from Rhode Island. So we have lots of things going on and students are not going home on the weekends. And service is a huge part of the Salve experience. So all of our students will participate in community service, most of which is done right on the island with more than 70 organizations in our backyard. In terms of admissions, most students have between a B+ and an A- GPA, but about 25% of our students have a 4.0. Many of them will be in our nursing program or our honors program. And then 25% of our students have below a 3.2. So I like that we admit a wide range of students, and I think it helps our academic environment to feel rigorous, but much more collaborative than competitive. In terms of nursing, those students will have higher averages, but if you're comparing Salve to the West Coast, we still admit about 50% of our students. It's a direct entry program, and you will finish on time in 4 years because we guarantee the clinical rotations. We're a member of the Common Application, and we give fee waivers to all of our students from the West Coast. So you can just send me an email and I'd be happy to give you that fee waiver. And we're fully test optional for all programs, including nursing. In terms of application deadlines, students can either apply in the fall, the winter, or the early spring. And students tend to be admitted at about the same rate, depending on which plan they choose. Early decision is the only option that is binding, and all of the others you have until May 1 to make that final commitment. Nearly all students at Salve have a financial aid package. That could be a combination of things. It could be merit scholarships that range from $12,000 to $25,000 off the total cost of tuition. You're automatically evaluated for those scholarships. They're renewable every year. And students from the West Coast automatically receive a bump in those scholarships. But we also have need based on or aid based on your family's need, I should say. And we use the FAFSA to determine that. But we give out over $40 million in financial aid every year to our students, making us an affordable option for many of our students from out of state. We have a number of events coming up, so I encourage you to check out salve.edu/visit. We have workshops, virtual tours, all of those kinds of things, and we have limited in-person tours available as well. So you can find all that information there. And here's my contact information. I'm based right on the West Coast, and I'm in your time zone. So thank you so much for giving me your time today. And at this point, I think we're going to take questions. So thank you.
Thank you. So I'd just like to invite all of the reps to come back on and just answer, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And for all of the students, feel free to submit any of your Q&A questions.
I think my advice for students would be to really think about what you want to do in your university experience. And that's going to be different for everyone. Some it's going to, the main thing is going to be academic. Some it's going to be location, housing, all those things. All those things are valid, but you really need to figure out what it is for you. And there's going to be a lot of people in your life, in your community, who have opinions about different institutions, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, where you should go, where you shouldn't go. It's great. You should listen to all these people, take it in, but ultimately it's what's right for you. And you're number one. They all have reasons. They might have those opinions, but you know yourself best. And so you should really kind of think about that, make up your own mind, and take some time to really figure out what's going to make you happy and contribute to your academic goals.
Awesome. So I would say to be really open-minded during your search. So open-minded in terms of the types of programs, the name of programs, the different types of careers that you could go into, and even location as well. And then, and also don't be scared to ask questions. So that could be a little intimidating if you are, being really open-minded and looking to different places, but don't be scared to ask questions. That's what we're all here for, everyone at our institutions. No question is silly, so be sure to connect with us and feel okay asking those questions.
I'd pick right up from that and say, definitely take advantage of the fact that we are here to answer your questions. And to go along with that, I'd encourage everyone to put in that little bit of research time. If you're interested at all, check out the institution, follow up with us as individuals, ask those questions. If you're not sure about a specific prerequisite or a course or what's needed, it's better to just ask. Just reach out to us and ask, because we're more than happy to share and to guide you through that process and let you know how you can make yourself as competitive as possible as an applicant. So there you go.
Yeah, and along those lines, I think it's so important to connect with your admissions counselor. So based on the territory that you're located, most universities have an admissions counselor. And so that person is going to be your best resource through the admission process. And it'll be really helpful to connect with that person, especially if you're at your top schools, so that you could know more about the admission process, but also that person might be able to advocate on your behalf when the decisions are made.
Yeah, I would echo, everything that's been said. And I know sometimes this process can be kind of stressful, but just remind yourselves that the majority of colleges around the US, and I would say around the world as well, admit the majority of students that apply to them. So as long as you have a balanced college list where you have some colleges that are a bit of a reach, some colleges where you're right on target with those averages, and some where you feel pretty certain that you'll be admitted, you will find a home.
Great. I'm going to ask a second question too, because we have enough time. So I'll just ask you all to share your favorite event or tradition that takes place on your campus.
One of my favorites and this is specific to the UBC Vancouver campus. Actually, the Okanagan campus participates as well. It's called Day of the Longboat. It is a intramural event for the whole campus, both of our campuses in the fall, where the teams, you get together with teams of friends, depending on however you define that. And there are races down at the water. So the beachfront in Vancouver, the lakefront in the Okanagan, in traditional First Nation style longboats. And it's just it's a university-wide kind of event and tradition, lots of fun, honors kind of the traditional caretakers of our campuses, and just a great bringing together of the whole campus.
So one tradition I will share, just sort of like a fun story at Waterloo. And during our orientation week, our students protect while they're on campus. And one of those things in our Faculty of Mathematics is a giant pink tie. So the ties that people wear. So one of the professors who started the faculty many decades ago used to always wear different colored or different styled pink ties. And so to basically show respect to that professor, there's a giant pink tie that is hung up on the side of our math building, which is multiple stories high. And so during orientation week, you can see it all around campus, and other people actually try to steal it, which they're really not allowed to. But that is one of the goals they try to do, and trying to collect that pink tie. So yes, I'll share that sort of tradition from Waterloo.
Well, a fun tradition that everybody, whether it's students or faculty, kind of like to engage in is one that goes year round, where the center of campus is about a 10-minute walk to the historic downtown of Kingston. And there you will find, right behind City Hall, during the warm months, a beautiful farmers market that people can just come and go from as they please. And you'll see fellow students, you'll see faculty. You don't have to buy anything, but it's just a great place to sit and enjoy the company of everyone around. And then in the wintertime, that turns into an open skating rink, open for everyone. And around it, even if you don't know how to skate, there are nice little fires set burning and lots of cool eats and treats year round. And so it's a fun space. It's very close, and it's not only part of the Kingston campus or Queen's University campus, but it's part of the city of Kingston as well. Fun historical spot for everyone.
That sounds really fun. At UVM, one of the things that I really like about the campus is the strong sense of community. So during convocation, our entire freshman population comes together, and based on their learning environment, our community, they have a special color over the shirt. So you see like a big rainbow of different shirts coming together right in Central Campus. And that's one of the favorite things for me to watch virtually, just because you see like all these students coming together as a strong community. And from that, it builds a really strong sense of community throughout the year.
And at Salve, I think one of my favorite things during our welcome week, when students move in or move back to campus, is our service plunge. Our community gets over 40 million visitors a day during the busy months, but during the school year, it's just 10,000 locals and our students. So it's a nice way for students that maybe have only seen the touristy side of our community to actually, meet the real people that live in the town and start making those connections in terms of service.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for sharing, and thank you everyone for joining us. When you go to close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/WACAC. So thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye now.
Bye.